Work from homers, man, they are coming for you lately. It has been nonstop. Now, for those of you that survived the great return to office over the last couple of years, the callback, the diaspora has been brought back to the office, and the individuals who are continuing to work from home. There's new spaces that new places that, or I want to say places are coming at you where, hey, now we don't want you here either. Expecting you to work from home. And coffee shops, they are now, amongst other areas, are looking at work from home folks who are, as they like to say, squatters. We're going to look at an article here from Axios in a second, where people come and set up shop, and we've all seen them going into coffee shops, right? The folks that are there, the laptop, they have a full setup, and they just sit there and they'll have coffee and then take up a space for hours on end. Again, not knocking the folks that do it, but it is a symptom of what the coffee shops had to do, which is we had to provide Wi-Fi for places like that, right? Again, previous existence working in chain of donut shops is just part of the deal. Now we're gonna take a look at this article right now, and I want to be upset, be frustrated for the work from homers, but I'm also not, because the coffee shop folks, they are also getting squeezed too. And if they don't have table turns, they're running into problems too. So let's just take a look at it here. Again, for those who don't know, my name is Ryan Howe. I'm a business coach that works out of West Michigan, around the country. And I come here live on YouTube pretty consistently every single day to share information I share with my clients. And this is just another example that we're going to look at of, some of the struggles that the work from homers that you have, that may be your employees, and what they're up against. So again, I hope to earn your subscription today. So let's get into this. Again, link to this article is going to be in the description here. Now they're ditching Wi-Fi and laptops to limit remote work. It's an interesting piece here. This is a great little bit of artistic work here. I like that. Some coffee shops across country are trying to keep remote workers from taking over, nixing Wi-Fi's and laptops to dissuade Zoom squatters from setting up shop. I will say that much. That one is always a bit weird. You feel a bit odd when someone's on a Zoom call and you're talking around them. It's like a natural human tendency to be like, I guess we'll be quiet because they're on a call. Like, you don't want to be on their thing. So I see it. I do see those things. Now, work from homers, as they put here, I have seen, posting up for hours on video calls as they look for third space, causing overcrowding, affecting sales, and frankly, detracting from the community feel. Big picture, while many companies are now enforcing return to work policies, the numbers are extremely high, compared to they were before the pandemic hit, which, we knew that was going to be a thing. So, few things that they worked on here, and this is where coffee shops are having to, in order to protect the vibe that they want to have, as well as the, community, as they mentioned here, just the overall piece here, they're taking a look and say, okay, what's causing the biggest problems and strife for the feel that is going to then bring more people into the coffee shop? And one of the number one reasons that they're looking at is the work from homers, folks who come and just set up shop and they take over the table for the day. Oh, for the morning. It's a huge piece. And, it's not against the folks that are in, a lot of sales guys are out, and they've got sales guys and gals. They have a place to stop and do their work. They get coffee. They're in and out in an hour. That's fine. But, there are large numbers that are setting up shop, and it's a thing. Now, again, where they talk about the business owners here, we want it to be fair to all customers, and we have somebody sit for hours and hours on, instead of at a WeWork, right? I'm currently at a co-working space for my work, right? And it's just one of the places that you do those things. Where before the pandemic, and this is kind of where it's leading to here, is that before the pandemic, there really weren't a lot of, like, the co-working spaces were kind of a thing, okay? But now there's more, and they're more prevalent. So for folks to have to go sit at a coffee shop to do work isn't really a thing. They should expect, hey, there's a place, right, like right here, where you can go and do your work. You should go there and do that. That's what a lot of the coffee shop folks are saying right now. They're not trying to dissuade everyone from coming, but it shouldn't be your Monday through Friday commute to the coffee shop to do work, is what folks are saying. And again, that's one of the bigger pieces here. Let's talk about the other spot here. So when they, David Valdez opened his Detroit coffee shop Alba in 2023, instituted a no Wi-Fi policy from the get-go. So this individual's never had Wi-Fi. They want to encourage engagement, and it's only possible if you're not glued to your screen. So with that, online diehards often bring their laptops into Alba, and either they get internet access from across the street or use the hotspots. And that's one of the other things here is where they're trying to find that happy medium. And this is what ultimately we're going to get to on this, folks. And this is a great example here where Nick Pimentel from their spot, they caved. They have Wi-Fi. It's only basically Monday through Thursday from 8 to 3 p.m. And they restrict their access from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. So folks want to come in, they want to do some stuff, it's there. But beyond that, they want folks coming in and just having conversations and having that vibe. So again, work from homers, that's another thing that you have to navigate in order to find a space that you want to be able to do your work and do your thing. If you want to get outside the office to do something. So I just thought this was an interesting piece to come and just have a conversation going into the weekend on, folks. It's a simple one. But it does impact the work from homers. And again, this goes back to for business owners, and again, those managers. If you want to have folks that are going to work from home, my recommendation is that you subsidize their internet at the house. You provide them some, basically equipment that they need to use. They're not, if they're contractors, it's different, but if they're wage employees, I've said for the longest time, cut them a check for $30 to cover internet at the house so that they can get a decent connection. Then they should be working from the house, right? That's always been the thing. So with that, be sure to go check out the link to the description down here. It's super important that we always go and visit the articles that we're reviewing here. If you'd like to learn more about how I help businesses grow faster than I ever thought possible and help business owners grow companies that are valuable and that sell, go check me out at summitbusinessguides.com. Hopefully I earned your subscription today. Take care, and I will